Hello there. Yes, it has been a while. I've been on break for the past... Let me turn down my volume a little. I've been on break for the past month because my hand was acting up due to an RSI. And also I got seasonal depression. So I haven't really... I'm kind of coming off of my break now, so I'm finally drawing again. So yeah, kind of have just been taking it easy for the past. RSI stands for repetitive strain injury, which is a very common problem for artists. It's like carpal tunnel, but on the opposite end of your wrist. Or the opposite side of your wrist. There's not really anything I can do to combat the seasonal depression. A lot of it is caused by actual, like, events going on, you know, like the general political climate of America, as well as, like, the RSI contributing to it, so there's not really much you can do to combat that. Kind of just gotta keep your head down. Anyway, let's go ahead and switch over to the YouTube scene so you guys can see what I'm working on. Let me also change my little avatar dude. Let's go with the crazy eyes. Yeah. Oh, on another note, for reasons, I bring this up for reasons that'll be relevant very soon, or very shortly. Panty Stocking is finally getting an announcement about its updated or its new anime adaptation or whatever it is on Christmas Eve. So apologies if my art is a bit janky, because I am kind of coming off of a break, so I haven't been drawing a lot. So I'm going to be rusty. Hang on a second. Alright, I'm back. Chat so that way I can see it even when I have another window open. Sometimes I wish I had 3 monitors. 2 is not enough. Yeah, I'm sleeping at, or I'm streaming at a time that I normally don't stream at. Wowie. Thank you for the gift memberships, Coffee Grounds. Ah yes, he likes to play through every single individual animation. The OTP. Curly braces are good. The soundtrack, this is Ring. I have it depicted in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. This one is called Ring by the band Starlight. I like a lot of Starlight's music, but every single time there's a song that's up, just check the bottom right of the screen and it should show up there. Trying to figure out where to put his gun is difficult. Actually, figuring out where to put either gun is difficult. Hello, Yappy. It goes. I've checked my Steam replay. Funnily enough, it says that one of my most played categories is VR. I don't own a VR headset. I've just hopped in VR chat a few times with friends and stuff and just kind of chilled out. But headset I do not own. I don't even particularly enjoy doing VR chat. I just am looking to hang out with friends mainly. Sometimes when you don't have a headset, it feels more like you're holding the camera while everybody else is off doing everything. Face feels a little thin. I mean, when it comes to VR chat, I exclusively hang out in private groups. this in a folder. I can reduce the opacity. I can start the inking process. Since this is Panty Stocking style, I gotta do thick lines and sharp angles. I remember there was this one guy who just fucking hated my guts. I can't remember his full name other than his first name being Tucker, but he was somebody who was running like a quote-unquote animation studio. And he hated my guts for some reason because he thought that I had shit-talked his comic that he had done for Panty Stocking or whatever. I had never done that. Somebody had tried to invite me to some roleplay group on DeviantArt, and I declined, saying like, no, I don't like roleplaying, and apparently that had something to do with him. Yes, I don't know. It was weird. But point being, dude hated my guts. And I remember one thing that was really funny is that in one stream, he was basically shit-talking me and just saying that, hey, Zedrin can't do the Panty Stocking art style. He sucks at it. The guy later wound up getting arrested for child sex trafficking. Zedrin wins by doing absolutely nothing. And yes, Curly was the biggest inspiration that I've had for Pivot. There's a few other small sources of inspiration, of course, as well. But Curly Brace is the biggest one. No, not Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson is some alt-right business code. Hello, hi. Yeah. The thing that was crazy about that situation is, like, literally you could see the police report for the state of California showing that he had been admitted to prison and what his crimes were. And it's like, holy fuck. Just talk about a way to end a feud. It's fucking terrible. See a meteorite. did I not go?
Grind don't stop. Grind don't stop. Grind don't stop. Grind don't stop. Grind don't stop.
The only thing that I really noticed from the Game Awards that was amusing to me is Astrobot winning, and then a lot of Black Myth Wukong's fans getting very, very upset over it, so they started blaming Baldur's Gate 3 of all games. So that was strange. Honestly, the problem is that the developers basically said they basically participated in some kind of culture war or whatever, or identity politics, which was very strange and stuff, where they were basically making statements about, like, I can't even remember, it was just some weird fucking statements, and it wound up basically kind of attracting a few individuals and stuff, like, whether the game is good or not, I don't know, but, like, wound up appealing to certain personality types that are really fucking annoying to be around. Something like that. The CEO for the company and stuff has basically previously made statements and stuff where he specifically mentions how much he hates feminists and stuff like that. Just being weird. I think Black Myth Wukong hits better if you're super into, like, the original story or any form of Chinese mythology. I'm not terribly big on Souls-like games itself. Actually, one thing that was also really fucking funny that I saw regarding that game, this is not an indictment of the game or anything, but there were basically some Dragon Ball fans who were saying that Black Myth Wukong was stealing from Dragon Ball and wasn't original, because they didn't know anything about the original myth of Sun Wukong. Stellar Blade more gathered that Stellar Blade was in a weird situation because they didn't actively like seek out that audience. They just were unapologetic. They were just really horny with their designs and animations, which sure, whatever. But it was weird because it wound up attracting the attention of some fucking like weird alt-right chuds and stuff who started saying that the game was woke for whatever reason. Like, it... Every day that I have to be reminded about rooms existing makes me very sad. That's what I want to fucking know. Like, I don't understand these people. Are they even human, or are they just trying to imitate words to try and pass off some semblance of deceptive conversation? I think people on all sides of the fence are starting, like, the average person is starting to get really sick of the culture war shit as well. From the group that complains about cancel culture is now bringing you witch hunts. The other thing that's also crazy in that same vein is fucking Ciri from The Witcher 3, or from the Witcher series, being the protagonist of the next game, and people freaking out over that and getting upset, and saying that she was gone woke or whatever because she's fucking 10 years older than she was in the previous game, and she looks fucking great. But these people haven't ever seen a real woman before. And anybody who's complaining that Ciri is like the main protagonist of Witcher 4 hasn't fucking played the series or didn't pay attention to the story, because she was fucking telegraphed as the protagonist for the future installments of the series for a very long time. As soon as they basically announced that they had gotten the, they had managed to make amends with the original author to continue the series and stuff, I was like, oh yeah, Ciri's definitely going to be the protagonist from here on out. I don't even want to talk about the stupid things and stuff, because, like, I'm not like a drama YouTuber or reactor or whatever. I'm just a little artist, man. I just draw my little creations and stuff. I like cute girls. I want to respect people. The Zedrin situation is insane. True. I got a few games in the Steam sale for some friends of mine. Which, by the way, if you weren't aware, the Steam sale has started as of yesterday. Something that's always funny to me, though, is the whole, like, go woke, go, or get woke, go broke phrase or whatever, implying as if Baldur's Gate 3 isn't simultaneously one of the most successful and one of the gayest games that we've had in, like, 5 years. The thing is about a lot of the games that fail and stuff, they don't fail for quote-unquote being woke, they fail because they had corporate making shitty decisions. Like, Concord is a prime example of that. That game did not fail because it was quote-unquote woke, it failed because it was a shitty game, and it had shitty writing, and it lost sight of its scope. Mainly because it was being made as a live service game and competing in a space that had already been vacated by the time it came out. Doesn't matter how woke or unwoke it was going to be, it was not going to be successful. Conversely, you also got games like Dragon Age Veilguard, which, while it's not like a massive like chart topper, it's still like been very successful, and that's arguably a very woke game, where it has characters like grappling with concepts of identity and stuff like that. So I mean, like, there's plenty of examples out there of stuff that is quote-unquote woke that is doing just fine financially. So it's not the woke aspect that is causing these games to fail. Yeah, Concord honestly felt like a game that was designed by a boardroom in terms of everything that I've seen about it. And coincidentally, here's the thing. When a game, because like there are bad implementations of like representation and diversity and stuff in games. Usually, when they happen, they're done more as a token element, if anything. Oftentimes at the behest of corporate and things like that, who are also they're meddling with the affairs of the other aspects of the development at that point, and usually, when they're basically making calls like that, they're also making calls about live service shit, microtransactions, etc., and they're basically meddling at a far greater magnitude than they otherwise should be. If developers were allowed to just kind of do their own thing and write the stories that they want, whether they are woke or not, they will have a much higher rate of success. And keep in mind that I'm also using the phrase woke ironically here. I would never actually use that phrase in regular conversation because it's such a nothing word. Hello, femboys. I was ranting about reactionaries for over the Game Awards. This is Curly Race. It is Cave Story Day, so I'm drawing Curly and quote and Cave Story shit. You can't sleep in anymore because of woke. Happy with this knee here. Curly is a member of the Certified Cool Pants Club. Hello, Palo. Welcome to the stream. And thank you. Honestly, a surprise, not unwelcome. Fortunately, Nicelis basically just... They did their things, we gotta live with it. I always try to tell people that they can always play the... They don't have to actually pay to play Cave Story and stuff, they can play the original freely if they wish. I like kind of making quote seem a little bit bishonen. I try to draw him in a way that, like, I try to think like, what would a girl find cute? From what I understand, Cave Story 3DS made a few pretty significant changes to like how the game functioned and played. I'm not 100% familiar with it, but also like the visuals to it don't really look that great to me. So the third question, you should make hentai. I do make hentai. That's actually a majority of my income. And people sometimes try to suggest, oh hey, you should try to tell me what I should draw and stuff, saying that I should go into drawing not safe for work because I'd be good at it. Well, I appreciate that, but a little late there. Or there will be people who basically come to chat and are like, hey, did you guys know that Zedrin draws hentai? Yeah. As if it's like a secret. I made a video on how to draw fishnets, and I also made a video just talking about what it's like being a not safe for work artist. And about, like, trying to encourage people to practice a bit of literacy with the stuff that they consume, including not safe for work. Thank you, fanboys, for the membership gifts. Merry Crimbo. Wow, can you believe it, guys? Less than a week away. Oh wow. Christmas. It's less than a week. It got here so fast. I'm so excited by this information. Have you played Monster Hunter? Yes, I am a huge fan of Monster Hunter. I have been playing it since 3U on the 3DS. I'm a bit tentative about Monster Hunter Wilds, but they have been addressing a lot of the concerns, so I'm excited for that one, or I'm hopeful at the very least. My main concern that I had was they basically had the minimum requirements listed as something, and then people who met those minimum requirements for the beta test were unable to play the game. You needed to be well above them in order to actually run it correctly. I could run it just fine, but a lot of my friends could not. Let me take off my jacket. Maybe I should do the arm a different angle. We'll just finish up his body before I figure out the arm. Yeah, I could see it. Hello. Beep boop indeed, motherfucker. Probably save. Have I ever mentioned that I hate drawing feet? I also have more of a hatred for feet than I do hands. They kind of gross me out. second. All right, I'm back. So did I miss anything in the 15 seconds I was AFK? I don't believe you. I know you guys were plotting something. The destruction of mankind. Yeah, I'm very worried about Beyond the Spider-Verse, because, like, just hearing about, like, some of the crunch that they've had to deal with, and, like, the scheduling issues and stuff, I'm hoping that they are able to get things out without a hitch. And that is especially one series and stuff where the animators are, like... I want to believe that the animators are treated with more respect than a lot of the industry, but... I am worried about that illusion being shattered. End of the stream animation in action. If you mean the goodbye chat one, yes, you will. Unless, like, an emergency comes up and I have to bail immediately. Honestly, it really depends on the team. Because, like, Baldur's Gate 3 was very open about its video game development, and I think largely, not only was it good for them, but it also led to a lot more understanding about the industry as a whole. To a degree, like, there's still a lot of people and stuff who are... Like, there's a lot of criticism that Sven has basically made towards the game industry itself, which has been very good. There's also a lot of people who are taking his comments out of context and are kind of using it to put up unrealistic expectations for what other indie devs are able to do. So, like, it's... Like, overall, I think it has been more of a positive influence than anything. And there are these weird squiggles on my line art. I hope Team Cherry is doing okay. And looks like ass. That's another thing that's also interesting to bring up. Like, when it comes to game development and stuff, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, well, like, people will say that they'll be understanding about game development and be very patient, and even if they are personally patient, and they don't harbor any ill will or impatience towards the developers, operating that long without being able to release something is still a huge drain on your finances, and you're basically putting a huge amount of, you're taking a huge amount of risk by, like, delaying repeatedly. I don't think that means that they should crunch necessarily, but, like, it's a very tough situation to deal with. His hands are really wide. Okay, let's map this out a little better. Are you planning to make any animations lately? Obviously, yes, eventually. I just don't have a huge priority of working on YouTube stuff just because it's so fickle. And I don't want to dedicate, like, a huge amount of time to making an animation that might not get picked by the algorithm. Unless I'm, like, seriously passionate about it, which... I'm in my 30s, my passion's fucking dead. Main thing is I don't want to make something out of feeling like I'm obligated to make it rather than like something that I want to do actively. I don't want to make it just for like financial incentives, but finances are still a problem that has to be dealt with. Arm looks good. And the way that this is layered, he can be completely behind Curly, which makes the layering easy to do. God, I wish I could get my new screen protector on. This tablet is so scratchy. Let's see. I could have sworn that there was a way to do stars with this. And it's very thick. Machine gun, snake, or spur. My favorite is always the machine gun just because I like the flying mechanic. But I always give it up if I'm doing like a run for the end because I want to get the rated polar star. And you can't have both that and the machine gun, which is big sad. Yeah, the snake is useful for that. It's always funny, like, trying to use the nemesis in Hell when, like, everything is... You're just cutting through everything, so it's dropping Doritos everywhere in the power chips, and you're trying to avoid them because you don't want to lose the power of the Nemesis. See ya, Sikalasta. Usually it's 4 fingers over 3 just because, yeah, it's less fingers to animate. In my case, for the PvO2 universe, actually, robots and androids actually typically only have 3 fingers. Like, canonically, it's not a shorthand. They actually only have 3 fingers. There's not really too much of a practical reason for it other than, well, it's simpler to manufacture, but it's just something that kind of was done and nobody really kind of questioned it, so it kind of just became established as the norm in world. I think the baseline art is now done. Hello, Chibi Abel. It is going. I'm drawing Quote and Curly. OTP. I should probably give them their stuff as well. They have more gear than just their belts and pants and stuff. The line art is actually not done yet. Lines are so quiet. Here we go. The song that I used to make a meme that became one of my most popular videos. And then was ripped off by a random mobile game company. Alright, let's get the color in. Luckily, coloring is mostly a simple process, because I'm doing flats and thick line art. I never followed up to see what the mobile game, how it's doing now, or if it succeeded or anything. But that was definitely one of my proudest moments. So what I'm using is vector layers. So a vector layer basically behaves as a vector does. So as you can see, I can select this, I can skew it, I can move it around, resize it, whatever, warp it, because it's made up of these nodes. With the over on the left side, there's correct line tools and stuff, and vector line tools, and they can be used on vector lines very effectively. Redraw with vector line width allows me to trace over it and change the thickness dynamically using just the pen pressure while keeping the same overall shape. It is like the opposite operation of pinch, which keeps the same pressure, but allows me to move the line around, nudge it, with a little bit of inconsistencies here and there. Sometimes I have to go in and adjust a single individual node. But yeah, I swear by vector lines, I love them. Yeah, I'll use raster a lot, but I don't use it for everything. If I'm doing animation especially, I'll use vector lines, and I'll also especially use vector lines whenever I'm doing like stuff that has very old lines like this. See ya, Slawa. Program I'm using right now is Clip Studio Paint. Tinting the line art is probably the slowest part of the drawing process here. Just saying something. It could also just be biased, and it's not actually all that long. It just feels long because it's the least interesting to me. Fortunately, I think I only really need to do it for her hair. I don't think I need... Let me actually look up some PSG art. Let's see if I can decide from that. I really only need to do the, what's it called? Her hair. And that. We want this. Panty Stocking is everywhere, and expect it to be a lot more everywhere after Christmas, because Trigger is finally going to reveal something about the thing they've been working on December 24th. a little bit of grunge with text. All right. How long have I been going for? 1.5 hours. So with that, I think I'm going to wrap up my stream here because I got this done. I'm going to get this all touched up and ready for publishing so that way I can post it on Newgrounds and my community page and stuff. So anyway, I'm going to wrap up my stream here otherwise. Thank you all for hanging out and watching me. Yeah, I'm otherwise back. I need to figure out what I want to do for my next video. I've got a few small ideas and stuff, but I don't know, it's like I have to be cautious about what I do because doing the wrong video kind of just kills my channel. Anyway, I will see you all next time. Goodbye.